and so you'll know who you're playing with when we're gaming. But we decided to take a little bit of a different course today and get to do something that we called gourmet gaming. And what we're going to do is we're going to get make some food, some desserts, hors d'oeuvres, whatever that go right along with gaming. So the first thing we're going to do is, I've had people just love this. It's super simple. And what you got to do is remember that cast iron skillet that your grandmama gave you when you got married. Well, this is all you're going to need. This is a one skillet dish. Now, I do have some things that are already put out to save some time, but it's going to all go in this, and it comes out just super yummy, especially with a little vanilla ice cream later on. So anyway, let's get started. So, and I have to introduce producer Gibby, who's doing the camera for us today. So if you want to just say, hey Gibby. Come on, Gibby, say hey.
Hey.
So anyway, so let's get started. All we need is a 10-inch cast iron skillet. Don't go for the 14, the big giant skillet or anything like that. It needs to be a number 10. This skillet can do just about everything you need it to, like cornbread. If you're into that kind of stuff, you could use it in the oven, as you will see. So let's get started. All right. So we've got our cast iron skillet here, and this is this is just a chocolate chip Pizookie. And what it is, it's half pizza, half cookie. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take, and the very first thing, we've got our oven heating up to 375, and we're going to take 5 tablespoons of butter. We're just going to pour it off in here. Now, you can set your stuff out before time, but if you want to do this just in a pinch, obviously you'll just have to go ahead and melt it beforehand. So then the next thing we're going to add is, our skillet's not hot yet, so we're going to put 1 egg. Okay, just 1 egg. Chuck that in the trash. Okay, and then the next 2 ingredients are a 1/4 cup of white sugar and a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Now, it's not the brown sugar is not packed. Okay, so we're just gonna sprinkle that in there. Okay, and we're gonna take and give this a little stir. We got to get the egg mixed up in there, get the butter mixed up and everything. And I promise you, it will come together. It will all come together in the end, like a good plan from the A-Team. If you have watched TV way back in the day when I watched TV as a kid. Okay? All right, so we're getting it mixed up. Obviously, we wouldn't want the pan hot because we wouldn't want our egg to go ahead and turn into a fried egg for a sandwich or on top of a hamburger or something like that. Okay, so all right, that looks good mixed up. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in, this is a 1/2 cup or 1.5 cups of just all-purpose flour, and we have a 1/2 teaspoon rather, of baking soda, and we have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. Okay. Go ahead and slide that off there. Okay. And then we're going to take and add just a 1/2 to 1/2 to a whole teaspoon of vanilla. I like a little bit more vanilla flavoring, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to start folding this in. Okay. Now you can do this in just one skillet with one spatula, but you just got to have your measuring cup ready to go. We just put it in the little plastic things for ease and convenience. Okay. Okay. Starting to come together now. Okay, and if you see what it starts doing in here is it starts making kind of a dry cookie dough. Okay, now we don't need to grease the skillet because there's so much butter in this anyway. All right, so see it starting to come together there. Okay, and there, like I said, there's so much butter in there, so you don't have to grease it. All right. All right, so while we still got a little bit of flour on there, we're going to take and put in 3/4 of a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Okay, now let me say something about the chocolate chips and anything else you want to put in this. Chocolate chips, if you're going to put chocolate chips in there, you can also put chocolate chips, and you can add, if you like peanuts, you like pecans, you like almonds, anything like that, go ahead and crush those up. Throw maybe a cup of them in there on top of this. And then if you don't have chocolate morsels or anything like that, and you think to that bag of Halloween candy, that you hid from the kids, you can go and get that. Because I've done this with toffee bars. I've done it with like the little cookie bars. I've done it with peanut butter candy, things like that. Just any old candy bar will do just fine. So, all right, we're going to take and put the chocolate chips in there. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and incorporate those into the cookie dough. Okay, once we get those mixed up, we're going to mush it down a little bit. Oh. Good thing I washed my hands before I started. Okay, we're going to mush this down. Okay. Let's see, let's go up on the temperature here a little bit. Okay. Okay, I think the stove says it's ready. All right, now we've got everything good. Producer Gibby, if you'd go ahead and slide down here and show that. See how it's mashed down in there? Kind of looks like a big fat cookie. Okay. All right, so we got it at 375 degrees, and we're going to take that, put it in the oven right now, and it's going to go in for 12 to 15 minutes. Okay. All right, let me set the timer up here. We'll go for 12 first. I usually kind of like to run it to about 15, simply because I like it to be really nice and crunchy on the outside, but really gooey and yummy on the inside. Okay. All right. So that's where we are now. So we got about 12 minutes and 15 minutes before this thing gets done. So is there, Producer Gibby, is there anybody on chat?
No.
Nobody's on chat? Oh, well, doggone it. What I'll do though is when we get finished with this, I'll go ahead and back into the chat notes. I'll drop the recipe for this in the chat notes. But now what we've been asked before is, as Skull Skitter Gaming, we call ourselves, OG gamers and things like that. And the reason we call ourselves the OG gamers is simply because we pretty much started gaming when there was such thing as a video game. Now, again, in 1972, when Pong came out, I wasn't part of that. Now, however, my first video game system was, I think probably everybody of my age's first video game system was the Atari 2600. And we're going to do a stream on the 2600 coming up here real soon, of where my son, who is, as you've seen before, he's been a guest on our channel, and he has played Fortnite and some other games and things like that, which obviously are light years ahead of what you had back in 1977 when the Atari 2600 first came out. So we're going to put him on original OG Atari 2600 games like Combat and football, and there was soccer and Pac-Man and things of that nature. So we're going to put him on there and let him play, and then let him give us comments about how our gameplay was back in the day with, I think, what was it, 8 bits of graphics. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. But anyway, that's why we call ourselves the OG gamers. It's because we've gone through and we've been playing for a long, long time. And then as the kids got older, it was like, well, we moved in and said, oh, you know, you have the Nintendo Wii, things like that. And you know, I went even before the Wii, even before the kids were born. I mean, I remember the Sega Genesis. I had the Sega Genesis. I had the original Sega system. And had several different systems back in the day and then when we moved forward after those, we had PlayStation 2. I skipped the PlayStation 3 and went to the PlayStation 4, and there in the middle is when we got the Wii for the kids. But I was kind of, I don't know, that whole was standing up and running with the remote and trying to hit a baseball and things like that, man, it just got way too tiring. You know, I can sit in the chair a whole lot better and game than I can run in the living room and listen to the floor squeak where I'm running around. But yeah, that's kind of our history. Is we've just been playing, and we have several friends that play with us that are OG gamers from back in the day, and we have them come play with us. And so, but anyway, we do try to go in, and our game right now is Fortnite. We've been looking also at playing a little Call of Duty, and there's a new one, I believe, that just came out relatively recently. Is called Green Hell, which is a survival game, and we're looking into maybe playing that as well too. So you might see us post a little bit more about that, but we are going to try to also continue with the food section of things to you know, give you a little gaming fuel. So when you have these slogs late into the night and all of a sudden you get hungry, it's like, ooh, man, I remember I left some chocolate chip Pizookie down there in the kitchen. I'm gonna go get a big slice of sugary chocolate goodness, and I'll be able to continue on slogging till the wee hours of the morning. But yeah, that's where we come from. So Producer Gibby, is there anybody on chat?
No, but I had a question.
You have a question? Oh,
yeah.
Well, good. Awesome.
Why is it called a Pizookie?
It is called a Pizookie because it, for lack of a better term, it seems to be like half a pan pizza and half a cookie. So it's not like the big giant cookies that you get when you have a birthday cookie, but it's more of a smaller cookie, but it's about that thick. Mm-hmm. And so it has all that chocolatey goodness, and we just called it a Pizookie. And like I said, you don't have to stick to chocolate chips, just strictly chocolate chips. I mean, if you like butterscotch chips, you like almonds, peanuts, pecans, cashews, whatever, you can throw it in there, and then, like I said, serve it with a little bit of vanilla ice cream, maybe a little drizzle of chocolate syrup over the top. It's what dreams are made of.
Okay.
So is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. What else you got?
Do you want to talk about some of the games we used to play on the Wii?
Sure. What do you remember?
Mario Kart, Wii Sports was a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Just Dance.
Oh, I do remember the Just Dance. I think
Yeah.
that's the one that almost gave me a heart attack.
The one with like the little board that you'd stand on.
Yeah.
Because there's like a bunch of obstacle courses and stuff. That you
Yeah,
do.
that was. I think that was Wii Sports because that was the snowboard hill.
But that was Wii Fit.
Oh, Wii Fit.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember that standing on the board and you had to make it down the snowboard hill to try to get. Yeah, I definitely remember that. I will say this though, after the PlayStation 2, I remember playing. Let's see. Gran Turismo. I remember playing Gran Turismo a lot, and again, I like racing games as well. But I think that's kind of what the Wii was kind of what got me back into gaming a little bit because the kids would come along and say, "Ooh, Mario Kart, let's play Mario Kart." Well, okay, and the Wii was kind of cool because you could buy the little add-on to it where you stuck the controller into the steering wheel and you can drive. That was kind of cool. Let's see, what else was on the Wii? The Wii had.
I remember Jake would play like Iron Man and Sonic.
Yeah, I remember Sonic. Yeah, there was. I do remember vaguely an Iron Man game. I just remember like the Wii Sports with the tennis and stuff like that. And there is a reason that you tied those remote control or the controllers to your wrist because you could really fling that thing across the room.
Yeah.
Now, who got in trouble for that? I think so. I don't think it was either of us. It must have been somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, yeah. So I remember back to the PlayStation 2. I remember a game on PlayStation 2 that we used to play a lot. That was called Tin Shoe, and it was like a ninja game, and you would have to go and make it to certain parts of the country to try to save. I can't remember if it was the princess that you had to save or you were trying to save the country of Japan or something. I can't remember, or the empire that it would have been at that point. I can't. But we used to play that a lot. That was a really fun game. And other than that, Scooby Doo.
I remember that one.
And the Night of 1,000 Frights, or 100 Frights, or 1,000 Frights.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good game. That one was actually tough.
Mm-hmm.
You had Scooby, and Scooby was so hard to control sometimes, and you try to jump, and you couldn't get him over to a certain point. You'd have to start back over, and it's like,
Yeah.
So, but anyway, hold that thought. Let me turn on the light here and check on our Pizookie. Oh, it is rising up really well. Let's see. Ooh, yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and let it keep percolating there in the oven. So, all right, what else? What else as far as games go? PS1 or PS2? PS1 or PS. That would PS1, PS2. Metal Gear Solid. I can remember playing Metal Gear Solid on usually on the weeknights and probably on Friday night after getting off from work and just playing to the wee hours of the morning trying to solve that. And my problem is you could run through and you could solve everything and you could do all this and you could, like I said, run through the course like nobody's business, and you would only do like maybe 20% of the game or something like that, and it used to make me mad because I couldn't go through and figure it out. So I just immediately start another game and say, all right, what did I miss? And yeah, that's been a big part of that was a big part of the old PS2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then we fast forward into today. We kind of picked up Fortnite a little late. I had laid off the games for a little while and just kind of concentrated on getting things going with my business and whatnot. And I I just went through, and one day the son comes home and says, "Hey, Dad, there's this game called Fortnite. We got to try it." And he had been doing I know he had been doing all the Star Wars games and things like that, and like Battlefront 2, and then there's Jedi Fallen Order. Really enjoyed playing those, and then we found Fortnite. It's like, oh, you mean we get to go onto an island with a bunch of other people? Like, well, that's kind of cool. So we went ahead and jumped into Fortnite. But so, is anybody out on chat? Anybody got any questions?
Meat _ murder. One said the PS2 sucked and that they disagree. I don't know what they disagree with, but.
Oh, they didn't like the PS2.
Yeah, did I say the PS3?
No, PS2. Yeah, the PS2 did have its faults. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sold 100% that the PS2 was the greatest gaming system whatsoever. So don't get me wrong there. There were just some interesting, some cool games that kind of popped up during that time. I bypassed the PS3 because the PS3 didn't really care for it very much, and then kind of ran into the PS4. So the PS4 is kind of where we're at now, and of course, hardly anybody in the country can get a PS5. So, what are you gonna do? It's one of those things.
They said that Fortnite is imbalanced, and also someone said that your tie-dye is awesome.
Woo! Cool, thanks. It said Fortnite is imbalanced?
Yeah.
Yeah, this season, yeah, I would agree. There's a lot of stuff where you have overpowered UFOs, and you have I'd say that's probably true. Now the UFO, of course, is not overpowered when you get in it and get a victory royale or something like that. But yeah, definitely, there's a lot of imbalance right now, and hey, I'll be the first one to say, very, very frustrating sometimes when you get that, when you're trying, you're one of the last 5 left, and then all of a sudden, here comes somebody in a UFO, you're low on mats, and you're trying to build, and yeah, there you go, boom.
Someone said that you rock, and that Dalton said so.
Dalton said so.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Dalton, what's happening, man? I know you're just hanging out to see what's fixing to come out of this oven. I'm letting it cook a little bit longer, so you're just you just have to hang out for a sec. I'll send the recipe to your wife so she can make it for you. All right, let me check in here real quick. See if we got some brown goodness. Let's see. Give it another couple minutes.
This person says that they think it's wrong to eat animals.
Eat animals?
Yeah.
Let's see. So, all right, I've got flour.
You have eggs.
Oh, I have eggs. Okay. Well, there are always egg substitutes. If you're to where I have heard people use applesauce for eggs, which I don't know the ratio or anything like that. But you can substitute. And like I said, I'll post the recipe at the end of the chat so everybody can see it. And don't think that this is the Bible for making the skillet. You can change the skillet Pizookie. You can change it as you see fit. But like I said, there are a lot of vegan opportunities out there as far as substitutes. So yeah.
Someone said that they think that the GameCube was the best.
The GameCube was the best? I have very little experience with the GameCube, but I had a friend who had a GameCube, and he was a much newer gamer. He was a lot younger than I was, and he had the GameCube, and he literally played it for about a month, and then he just stuck it on the shelf and said, "That's it, not play anymore. It's just terrible." Now, that being said, he never gave me the reason of why he thought it was terrible. So I can't comment on that. But I have very, very little experience with the GameCube. So, anywho.
That's all the comments for right now.
All the comments? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, while everybody's thinking about that, I'm going to check right here real quick. It's getting a little bit browner.
They said that the friend sounds mistaken.
Well, again, he could be, but I never got him to go and tell me exactly why he didn't like the GameCube. But so are we saying the GameCube is better than the PS4, PS5, and Xbox?
Well, apparently it had a great controller.
Okay, now I do remember the controller, but again, I didn't get a chance to use it a lot. I did find the controller easy to use on the GameCube, but I just I hung more to the Sony side of things with the PlayStation.
They say that the PS5 is the best.
Really? Cool. Well, if I can ever get my hands on one, I'm probably going to buy it. But everywhere I go, everybody's out of stock, so I will have to take your word for that.
Someone wants to know if you work for a gaming company.
Do I work for a gaming company? Well, I work for my own gaming company.
Or did you work for? So.
No, I never worked for a gaming company. However, I did play competitively way back in the day when the Atari first came out. So now again, the Atari, it just had the controller with the one stick and one button, and I went to a couple tournaments for some of the OG games, but again, that's been a billion years ago, and the games have changed so much since then. So no, I have never worked for a gaming company, but like I said, we have Skull Skitter Gaming, and that's what we do, is we try to go in and teach OG people and even new people, try to teach them about new games and things like that to try to keep the gaming scene alive. So that's what we do. So, but everybody, hey, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. We do a lot more than sit here and cook cast iron skillet Pizookies. So, well, let me check real quick. Okay, yeah, I think that one's done. All right. Turn off the oven here. All right, is everybody ready? Dalton, you got your plate ready? All right. Look at that. And it's burning my hand.
They say that they'll give you a follow.
Awesome. I wish I could give you a piece of the Pizookie for that follow, but that would be awful tough in the virtual world. Okay, so this is what it looks like.
Sorry.
Okay, this is what it looks like right here. If you see, it's just a little brown on top, and the inside of this is like super, super gooey. So what I'll do is, let me grab, you focus in on that, let me reach over here and grab a plole. Does anybody know what a plole is? The plole is the half plate, half bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right. Okay. All right. It's kind of hot, so it might fall apart.
Do you need the spatula or a spatula?
We'll try it. Let's try it with that one. It might. But yeah, you can actually let this thing sit just a little bit, and it will set up a little bit more. Okay. See if I can. All right. I'll put the old plole right here. See if we can scooch it out from the side a little bit. Okay. Now look at that. That is the chocolatey cookie goodness.
Someone is wondering if this is banana pudding.
Banana pudding. No, not banana pudding, but I do like banana pudding, and we might do that one day. We might do banana pudding one day. Okay, so that is our Pizookie. Now, usually what we do is we'll take this, we'll put a little bit of vanilla ice cream on it, and maybe a little bit of chocolate syrup or something like that right over the top of it, and it is fantastic. So, Producer Gibby, do you want to take my spot here so you can try some?
Sure.
You want to try it?
Someone says that it looks extravagant and it needs whipped cream.
Whipped cream over vanilla ice cream?
I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of like vanilla ice cream. Now, I do see the merits of the whipped cream, but it has to be real whipped cream. It can't be Cool Whip.
They think whipped cream over vanilla ice cream.
Okay, I'll go with that. That's awesome. I'll do that.
I don't think we have whipped cream, though.
So now, would you like, you want to try this?
Sure.
And get your, here, let me get a fork real quick. And I will swap places. I'll swap places with Producer Gibby. All right.
Pretty good.
Pretty good? That's all we get is a pretty good?
I don't think I got any chocolate in it yet.
All right, well, reach down on the side there and get the gooey chocolate.
Hot.
How's that?
Good.
Mo better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, I like it.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, so good deal. So that is what we want to do with the whole gourmet gaming thing. That's what we want to do. This is just some stuff that you can make for parties. Super easy. Don't have to wash a whole bunch of dishes or anything like that. So what we'll do is you'll probably see us out. We'll be gaming a little bit more. We're also going to do some more. I don't know, like maybe some desserts. We'll probably do some. Like maybe we'll do some jalapeno poppers wrapped in bacon or something like that one day, because that's really some gaming fuel right there. So
somebody wants to know if you know how to make a good burger.
Absolutely. Which one you want? You want a smash burger?
Well, I don't know if they're referring to the movie or not.
Good burger?
Yeah.
Well, could be. I can make a good burger. I have also seen the movie Good Burger.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So I don't know if they're saying if it's like a good burger or like just yeah.
Welcome to Good Burger. Can I take your order, please?
Just a normal burger, not a smash burger.
Just a normal burger. Yeah, I like to think that I can make a really good burger. I do think that you have to cook a good burger over charcoal and not gas. I will say that, and that might be something that we do next time. Is bring it out and cook it over. Make some good burgers and cook it over a nice charcoal fire. So, cool. What else?
What about in a microwave?
In the microwave? Yeah, no, I can't make a good burger in the microwave. Not so much.
That's about it.
That's about it? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
So look back. Here's our Pizookie. And like I say, I will go through and I will put the recipe for the Pizookie on there and in the chat. And I think that's it. Again, this has been Skull Skitter Gaming. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching us. And we will see you out there in the virtual world, probably on Fortnite for a little bit. In a little bit. So
They think that your stream was cool and nice.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much. Like I said, if you would like us, give us a follow, and we do this on YouTube and Facebook as well. So if you just check over there, and it's Skull Skitter Gaming. And like I said, we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.